Snowman in the yard is frozen hard. He's a sorry sight to see. If he had a crazy complaint, then he wishes he were me. Weather outside is frightful, but the fire is
Well, Diz?
Oh, man, what a lunch! I never had such a long lunch in my life.
Diz, we're back. I know you
warmed up a little bit, didn't we?
we do. We've got some explaining to do, people, and we're gonna do it.
Man.
But I know you're glad to have us back on the air, that you get these tapes that late, but just let's explain a little what went on here.
Well, all I remember, we went for lunch.
No. You know what happened. We had our Christmas show. This is the second half of our Christmas show. We started in December.
That's right.
We were trying to get money to get the second half of it done. As you know, you probably heard about in the news, you people not in the North Pole here. It was a big blizzard that we encountered here. We were snowed in for 3 months. Couldn't do anything about that. Couldn't get any broadcasts out. So we've been stuck up here basically. Now we're up to May.
Making toys, I'm telling you.
And Dick,
Dallas is right. Never done it. Dallas is the one.
We even went to Florida with Santa.
Oh,
It's spreading great. We're going to be talking about that later on too.
Oh,
but
with that Bell Tannenbaum?
that's right.
Yeah.
We can talk about that, but we're going to explain that to the people that, unfortunately, Diz, and I know you're sad about this too, today is the day we're leaving.
Yeah, we'll have to, we gotta leave now.
5 months. What do you think?
Helicopter
My wife has gotten a divorce since I've been gone.
I didn't know you were married.
Well, yeah.
It comes as a shock to Guillermo, or where the hell is his name?
Again, Guillermo is here, and Tom Eustace even got snowed in. The whole crew got snowed in here, and we've been having a ball up in area, haven't we?
Oh, lots of fun.
Just what have you been doing? Some of the things you've been doing around town.
I've been doing well. Town? Goes to town?
Well, in the area, you know, they have the
Well, I did see the North Pole. I did see it, you know, and I, of course, I've been hanging around with Mel most of the time.
That's right.
We've been having a lot of time. And Mrs. Claus. Mother Claus.
Mother Claus, not
Oh,
the
she's a funny animal, man.
Well, in your travels, you know, you've been to the mall. There's only so many things to do up here.
That's true.
We have the mall.
You know, they leave those damn Christmas decorations up around
here. Well, that's true. That is true. It is a little bit annoying after a while.
I'll say.
But we got the mall. We have the bowling alley up here. The roller skating rink.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Well, yeah, and the bumper cars.
I forgot about the bumper cars in the amusement area there. And Mary Jane's restaurant. And beyond that,
there's not too much. No,
right.
There's the trips to the pole itself, you know, just to see it.
Exactly. And Santa, we went down to Florida with Santa, and they had spring break.
That was fun.
That
was fun. I don't know why the hell he didn't drop us off.
That's right. Well, since we're introducing the show again, and we were in a process of going to visit Mel Tannenbaum, who, of course, we met. For your benefit out there, we're going to, again, talk with Mel Tannenbaum today and give you a little bit more lowdown on the...
Well, Mel was never on the show, was he?
No, that's what I'm saying. But we've come to know him well in our 5 months in the area. But I'd like to bring in Santa for a little while, because this isn't his busy time of the year, and although he has been working, as he says, from Easter on the new toys, we've already started work here. We've been helping him out a little bit, dude. I'd like to bring in Santa a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the things that have been gone down the last 5 months. Santa, would you like to come in and...
Well, Santa would, Bill. This is like vacation for me.
That's right. It is May, and it's kind of warming up here, although it's still about 30 degrees here.
Well, that's pretty warm for us.
Yes. We've got a roaring fire going here today. It's not exactly roaring.
I see all over here and see how I can get that fire roaring. You keep the show on, Bill.
That's right. We're in Santa's living room here. He's stoking the fire.
Can you hear me over there?
Well, I got it. I'm going to fire that warm up with the 5-minute background music. Well, Santa, again, maybe you could fill people in on some of the things, some of the events of the last 5 months. We had the Jazz Festival up here.
Well, the Jazz Festival, yes, of course, that's where we get a lot of our background music. We tape it.
That's right.
All tapes
We had the Jazz Festival up here. We went to Florida since then.
Well, we do that every year, Bill.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. We'll tell the people about that. And we couldn't...
Denise? Denise.
Oh, Denise.
Remember that little girl?
Denise, I forgot that was her name.
Whoa!
But I wouldn't talk too long.
I bet you she could suck that.
Family certainly does. Yes, you know, our second.
That's just the yard cleanup. No, as well, like that.
Well, like I said, and we visit the local mall here.
Oh, what a mall.
And
we have a mall. You know, we have the Christmas decorations up year round here. This is the North Pole.
Yes, and of course I told people about Mary Jane's restaurant in the area where we kind of go to eat home and everything.
What's so funny about that?
Not that funny, there's only so many places to go up here. Well, you said, maybe you can fill the people in on some of the things you do over the summer here.
Over the summer, well, we just get started on blueprints for new toys. Basically, that's what we're doing. R&D, we call up here.
R&D? Oh, remember, Denise called that B&D for a while.
That's an M, I think, she was talking about there.
I think you use Johnson and Johnson's baby oil, I think.
Well, I think I was in on their study. Well, it was Masters
in Johnson. There you go. Well, there you go. We've completed it all. You see how that works. But anyway, Santa.
Oh, there go the reindeer. See how is the test flight?
Yes, and I want to tell the people, since we were up here for Christmas season, we were actually able to go on Uvalde. You were so kind to let us go on.
I took you right on the Silver Thrust sled.
On the Silver Thrust sled, and we visited. The nice thing is that you took us in our part of the world. When you went to Niagara Falls, you actually let us go with you on that particular Silver Thrust run, and it was thrilling.
Now you see how it's done. You're asking all those questions. Now you see it firsthand.
Yes, again, but I noticed that you...
I'd like to say thanks to all those superintendents of all the apartment buildings out there, too.
Oh, that put the gifts in place.
Right, because of course, you can see that we didn't really have that much time.
Again, you neglected to leave too much at my house.
Well, Bill, I figured your trip was about it for you.
You did leave me that very nice rap music tape, though. That was
that was good. You like that?
It was excellent.
12 days of Christmas.
Perhaps we'll play a little bit of that later on.
You could play that. That's very good.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Well, anyways, let's before we get into the Christmas stuff, because I know the people out there that are hearing this tape, they're going to be hearing it in May and June by the time we send this out and get it processed. And the many people that do listen to this, they're going to not be in the Christmas mood as much. But let's talk a little bit about the non-Christmas stuff you've been doing. For example, the trip down to Florida, to Miami Beach that you take every year.
Oh, yes, yes. Mel was along.
Igor was along.
Oh, Igor. Those girls, they don't like Igor very much.
As you said before, though, they kind of like his hump. If only they were talking about...
I said they like to hump.
I know. Yeah, thank you. You stepped on my line, but the main thing is...
Well, look, I didn't step on my foot. On your foot.
So anyways, let's talk a little bit about the Florida trip. We did stay, as you know, at the Fountain... we did stay at the Fountain Blue.
Yes.
And perhaps we can tell the people a little bit about the incident of the first day we got in there, a little incident you had with the bellboy.
Oh, the bellboy.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted to become an elf. I told him, you'll have to, go up there and sign up. I'm not the personnel.
I see.
The personnel department handles that.
You know, I kind of was thinking at the time that you'd have less problem if you didn't dress in your red suit when you traveled, but...
I know. A lot of people want my autograph presents, but I tell them Christmas is when you get presents.
Well, yeah, there was that incident with the... And then, of course, we went to the wet T-shirt contest at...
yes, I won that one.
Exactly. At the... where was that at? I forget now. Summers at the beach. Yes.
Summers.
Well, that's what the name of the restaurant.
Donna, I think, owns that, doesn't she?
Who?
Donna
Summers, exactly. You've done it again.
Suzanne, I'm not sure.
Well, exactly. Ha! So anyways, we went to the wet T-shirt contest that you helped judge.
Mm-hmm. That's why I won.
That's true. And of course, we had the luau.
Is that a luau?
Well, they're right.
Well, that pig was awful scrawny, I'll tell you that. Feathers tasted like feathers, too.
Yeah, but what about the food? Thank you, Santa.
Santa doesn't talk dirty. You shouldn't talk dirty.
It's a little more of that Christmas humor. Anyway, so we had the luau, we had the wet T-shirt contest. You went hang gliding for a while.
That scared the heck out of me.
Exactly.
It's one thing to be in a Silver Thrust with your trusty reindeer. It's another thing just to hang up there by your bare bones and hands. I was frightened. I don't mind telling you that, kids. Even Santa gets scared sometimes.
And while you were down in the Miami area, what is this? Now, I wasn't there that day. What is this project that you were thinking about working on along with...
What, the drug smuggling?
Well...
Oh, Well, somebody approached me on that, but I told them Santa can't break the law.
I see. Well, they kind of want to work you into the...
Oh, sure.
networking
The
because it-
sleigh would come down.
I see.
I'd stop in, South America, bring up some goods. I told them right away, no.
Ah.
Then he wanted to go for it.
Oh, well, man, I gotta use extra income.
But what I was referring to is more that project that you discussed briefly with Don Johnson.
Oh, yeah. That one.
About the Miami Vice, but perhaps you could fill us...
Well, we wanted to have a show called Miami Ice.
And what was that going to be?
Oh, it's similar to his show.
A combination of North Pole with
Right.
the...
This would come in there, and maybe he could bring it up there. I wasn't sure. I was just basically trying to get the idea across to him. We need some advertising. A lot of people don't believe in Santa.
Well, that's true. Well, Santa, then of course we left Spectacle, Florida. We came back here to the North Pole.
Oh, we most certainly
And
did.
since Easter, we've been working on toys. And perhaps you can tell the people about some of the new toys that are coming out. You're very much into this virtual reality thing right now, aren't you?
Well, we're trying to get the Japanese to make most of those for us, but
Yes, and
we
you
come
work-
up with a design for them, and then they manufacture them, of course.
Yes. Well, so that you are working on that.
Yes, sir. Well, just because I have a lot doesn't mean you are.
Okay, and you're working on that. What is this new bicycle that you're working on?
Well, it's a bicycle with one wheel.
Kind of unicycle then. This is
No. That one only has one axle.
Oh, this is one wheel.
Right. I mean, we have two axles but one wheel.
Well, that's wonderful. And do the axle actually hold anything? The other axle, or is it just kind of?
Well, you can put another wheel on it, but
if you want
we're
to.
only distributing one wheel with our bicycles.
I see. So this is kind of a cost-cutting thing.
Yes.
Well, okay. Dispensing with that, this little spat that you had recently with Mrs. Claus.
Well, you know about my wife or my mother?
I know you want.
I've had spats with both of them all day.
I know you don't want to air your dirty laundry, and literally, I know why. But really, this perhaps you can tell us a little bit, because it was kind of almost turned into a national scandal. This situation you have with Mrs. Claus and the...
Well, Mrs. Clinton asked to put up with the same thing. I don't see why it's a big deal with me.
Well, perhaps you could just fill us in a little bit. It was involved Cindy Crawford. Perhaps you could...
Oh, that Cindy. Little wench?
Yeah.
Well, not that I don't like little wenches.
Well, perhaps you could work the little wrench in with the Miami Vice.
Well, yes, we could.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that along for free, just in case. Well,
Oh.
tell us a little bit about this.
About that.
About this. Was it just a simple matter of infidelity on your part?
No, I was basically cheating.
I don't think it was your stereo.
No, nothing to do with the stereo. Not at all.
There you go, infidelity. So, all right. So it really was nothing out of the ordinary then.
No. I'm on people all over the place. Nothing out of the ordinary about that.
All right. Well, before we bring in Mel Tamba, because again, at the point 5 months ago that we left off on the tape, we were just about to talk to Mel about something about the origins of Christmas and meeting with you and the tie-in with the tie-in with Uxna and
Now, what a celebration that must have been.
Yes, it was,
One
yes.
time they did it.
yes, and but before we do that, I just want to clear up with the people that right now you're not. It's not like you're not busy. You've got many things.
No, you have much to do. In fact, I really should be getting on now.
Well, of course. Well, let me just briefly touch on. I mentioned earlier.
Well, I don't think you better do that here now, Bill.
Well, we did that down in Florida.
Well, we sure did.
Let me just discuss the jazz festival that you had here.
The what festival?
The jazz festival.
Oh, that. Oh,
The
yeah.
jazz festival. Now you had Billy Childs down.
Billy Charles was here, huh?
Yes. You know, was there?
In fact, he did that one Christmas song for us.
What's that?
What child is this? He did that.
Exactly. But I mean, is there a reference? Is he a relative of Julia?
No. Oh, that was my wife's maiden name, you know.
Yes, Julia Childs. That's why I thought perhaps.
Julia Claus now.
Exactly. But is there any? There's no relevance.
No, they're not related whatsoever.
All right, you had Billy Childs down here. Who were some of the other artists you had down here?
Noel Coward was there.
I see. It was
Noel Coward, yes.
mostly Christmas related.
Oh, yes,
You
those
tried
sort of.
to-
Oh, we tried. I'll try to get those guys.
I
if we
see.
can.
Who else would be? Is there anybody?
I'm not really sure who was there. It all sounds the same to me, that jazz stuff. I'm mostly a scout man myself.
Yul Brenner down?
Yeah, I think he was down here. Yul Brenner was down here.
Oh, there you go. I don't know who else might have been down.
I'm not quite sure myself. You can waste a lot of time on this tape.
Ivy D'Amico.
Ivy D'Amico.
What's she now? Perhaps.
Al Hollian.
There you go. Well, there.
Oh, boy.
So, all right. So those are some of the people that are at the Jazz Festival. Well, that's wonderful, Santa. And I briefly touched on, I just want to get a few of these situations out. We talked about the mall here.
Right? Marty. We named it after a famous comedian.
Oh, Martin Mall.
Right. Martin Mall we call it.
Martin Mall. And we're going to go there a little while later for a kind of
Fine.
remote broadcast.
No, or somebody will take you.
Yeah,
Maybe my mom will take you. She's a
I haven't met your mom yet.
No, we don't have it.
On the tape. I mean, I have.
The tape don't matter.
Well, perhaps before we see Mel, perhaps we could meet your mom if she's around. Do you think you could roust her up for us while you go back to the workshop?
Well, I probably could. I could send her. Why don't you guys go to a commercial or something, and I'll bring her back.
All right.
Besides, Santa wants to get a brew.
We do have a commercial up, and it's for one of the. We had to get more sponsors. We still have Tom Eustace is stuck here. Of course, he wasn't able to get back to his Atlanta Christmas tree lot. I think he was in Atlanta, and well, we have another local sponsor though. I think, and I mentioned it briefly before, and I think we'll explore it. We have you've been there many times. When we're not eating here, where we eating is
Mary Jones restaurant.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane's restaurant.
Yeah, Mary Jones. Mary Jane's restaurant, and we've been bringing the.
Well, I'm gonna get going now. Okay.
You get going, and me and Diz will interview Mary Jane. I think we've been able to secure her for the day. She's got her husband running the place, and we'll be right back to you after this commercial.